There we go. It's recording. So let's start. First of all, today's date is the 27th. Okay, now let's go ahead and label. I like to label my triangle. So 55 degrees. I'm going to put that right there. Angle C is 45 degrees. Bisects. That's an important word for me. Bisects. So AD bisects angle BAC. All right. So this angle here is bisected, right? So the first question, which is an easy question, is how many degrees are in a triangle? You guys know that. How many degrees in a triangle? 180. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out what this angle A is. So I'll just do my 180 minus my 55 plus my 45, right? I'll do that first so I can find out what angle A is, all of angle A is. Okay, so let's go ahead and go do this. I'm going to go ahead, 180 minus my 55 plus my 45. I'm going to get an angle of 80. So angle A is 80. Thumbs up, everybody? Thumbs up. And then what I'm going to do is just cut that in half because I'm going to bisect it. So I'm going to divide it by 2, which gives me 40. Okay, so then I'm going to put 40 degrees here and there because of the word bisects. How am I doing? Okay? Good. Now what I'm looking for is angle ADC. All right, so let me see if I can ADC. Angle ADC is this angle here. ADC is that angle here. Okay, so now I've got another triangle, right? So I'm going to do the same thing, 180, right, minus my 40 plus my 45, right? Because I've got my angle ADC, I've got this triangle here, and let's just do 180 minus parentheses 40 plus 45, and I get 95 degrees. Looks kind of like it could be 95 degrees. So I get 95 degrees. How's that? Pretty easy? Okay, number 2. What we're looking for is the centroid. What the heck is that? Well, I'll remind you. We're looking for the medians. So we're looking for the medians. For the centroid, we're looking for the medians. Which means I need the midpoint. So I'm just going to use my ruler. I'll say, okay, well, I need the midpoints. I need midpoints. I'm just going to measure. So if I use my ruler, that's about 6.4. Half of 6.4 would be a 3.2. Right there. So I find the midpoint and I draw in the median. So the median is from the angle to the midpoint of the opposite side. I need to do that with my other two sides. So I'm going to measure. I'm just going to use my ruler. Looks like about 4.2, and half of that would be about a 2 point. Actually, it's a little more like 4.4. So 2.2 maybe. Okay. And I'm going to draw in that median. It's also the balance point of the triangle. The center it is. And then finally, this must be it, but I'll measure it anyway. I get about 6, and half of that's 3. About there. So I've got all the medians, and they intersect in a point right in the middle, the balance point of the triangle. So that's the balance point. If you were to take your finger and balance that triangle on so the triangle wouldn't fall down, that's the spot right there. That's the balance point. Okay, that's easy to do also. All you have to do is get a ruler, measure the sides, find the midpoint, and draw it from the angle to the midpoint. Okay, thumbs up? Good. All right, number 3. Looks kind of complicated, but we're just going to do it bit by bit. Okay, PF and QF are angle bisectors. So we're going to bisect some angles, okay? So let's see. PF and QF are angle bisectors, okay? So if that's the case, that's also got to be 30. It doesn't look like I drew it very well. But, you know, hey. And then this angle, I don't know this angle here, angle Q, but I can find it, right? From 180 degrees. I can do that. So I'm going to tackle that. 180 degrees minus the big triangle, which is going to be minus my 60, right? 60 plus 73, right? All right, clear that. 180 minus parentheses, 60 plus 73, and I get an answer of about 47. So that angle is 47. Angle Q is 47 degrees. But I'm going to bisect it. Okay? So angle Q is 47. So I'm going to bisect it. I'm going to divide that by 2. And I'm going to get 23 and a half. So this angle right in there is 23.5, and this angle is 23.5. So if I want to find the measure of angle FQP, FQP, I got it, 23.5, right? So far so good? And then the distance to F to QP is the same as this 4. If that's at 90 degrees, that's 90 degrees. If this is 4, this is also 4. It's that easy. Makes it instead of the circumcenter, it's the incenter is inside of there. Okay? Am I doing okay? Thanks. Good. Yes, but I didn't draw it very well. It doesn't even look. I'm a lousy artist, Scott. Okay.
So it should that should be symmetrical if that was 30.
Right. Right. Yeah. I didn't draw it very well. Yeah, Gretchen.
I thought angle FQP was going like.
So FQP. Let's draw it out. Okay. Let's go and that's a good question. Let's go from F. Watch my pencil. FQP. FQP would have to be. Do you see it? FQP would have to be that angle right there. Gretchen, does that help when I do it that way? Tava?
How did you get the 3.5 for that side length? Sorry.
Which one?
23.5.
It's
Well, 23.5. That
yeah.
makes more sense. That
Yeah.
was kind of
23.5 for that angle, right?
the angle,
Yeah. There you go. And you guys, I'm not a very good artist, so don't just look at the picture. Don't just try and measure it because I'm a lousy artist. It's just the way it is. Okay, number 4. You guys ready for 4? So, if we have these medians, what we found on these medians is we're going to break the thing into thirds. Do you remember that? We'll break it into thirds. So if I know that SP is all the way across is 27, right? SP is 27. I'm going to take that 27 and divide it into thirds, okay? So take my 27 and divide it into thirds, right? Which gives me 9. Okay? So if I've got 9, then this piece is 9, and this is another 9 and another 9, which makes that 18. Remember how we did that before? UM is 13, okay? UM is 13. So that's the third, right? That's the short part. So then this would be a 13 and another 13. That would be 26, okay? So let's see if we can answer the question. Am I going fine? You guys with me? Okay, good. So let's see if we can answer the question, okay? So we want to find SM. So SM is right here. SM is 9. I want to find MR. MR is right here, which is 26. I want to find UR. UR is all the way across. That's 13 plus 26 makes 39, right? Right, 13 plus 26. UR is all the way across, okay? How am I doing? Am I doing okay? Slowly enough? All right, good. All right, let's take a look at number 5. So CD, if this is 8x, this is half as big. Remember that? This is the mid-segment, so this is just going to be 4x. I don't know what x is. I don't know what x is, so it's just 4x. I wish I knew what x was, but that's it. Just half as big. Now, number 6. If this is half as big, now here, think about this. I'm going to use an equal sign to solve. So I'm going to use an equal sign. X plus 4 is twice as big. So if I'm going to make them equal, I have to double this. I've got to double this to make them equal, okay? So I'm going to make this twice my 2x minus 6, okay? It's the only way I can make them equal, okay? So now that I have them equal, because I did double this to make it equal, I can just solve. 4x minus 12 equals x plus 4, right? Minus x, I've got a 3x minus 12 equals 4. Plus 12, I've got a 3x equals, I'm squeezing it in because I'm running out of room, 16. If I divide by 3, x is 5 1/3, okay? But that's not the question, right? That's not the question. What's the question? What's the question? Find SR, right? So I'm just going to take my 5 1/3 and plug it right there. Okay, so I'm going to go 2 times 5 1/3, or 5.3 repeating, right? Minus 6. I'm just going to use my calculator, okay? Okay. Oh, let's use the calculator. I'm going to go just 2 times, let's just go 5.33, lots of 3's, right? As many as I need. Subtract 6, and I get an answer of about 4 2/3. You guys okay with that being 4 2/3? Right? 4 2/3. So I get an answer of 4 2/3 as my answer. How am I doing? Okay, turn the page. All right. Number 6. Well, does this triangle exist? Yes, no, no, yes. What do you think? Is it a yes or no?
No.
Why do we say it's no? Well, let's see if we can draw it. One way to do it is just, it says show it. There's 2 ways to show it, right? Because I want you to show it. One is just draw it. So I go, okay. Let's see, I'll put 13 down here. Right, here's my 13 on my ruler. And then I got a 4. Right? And then I got a 5. Nope, that's not going to work. Or another way to show it is you can show that 4 plus 5 is not greater than 13. That's another way to show it. If you don't want to draw it, do you agree with that? Do you see not greater than? Because you got 2 of them always have to add up to be bigger than a third, and that doesn't work. Which way do you like? Do you like drawing it, or do you like that? I don't care. Whichever you like. Okay. How about number 7? Does this exist? Yes or no? No, because you got the same problem, don't you? You've got the 4 plus 6 is not greater than 11. And you could draw it, right? We could actually do a picture of it, draw it out. We do my 11 here. If you want to do 11, I'll take either one. So if I draw in, that's 11, right? And then if I put my 4 in there, my 6 in there, it's like there's my 6, right? There's my 4. Yeah, they just don't quite meet, do they? There's no triangle. Okay, so I either want you to show this tomorrow or just draw a picture. I could take either one, okay? All right, number 7. I'm going to need some graph paper. Let's see what I have. Let's check it out. So, all right. So far, so good. You guys agree this will be an easy test compared to some of the other stuff we've been doing, right? All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put triangle ABC. All right, I'm going to put down A is -2, 3. A. B is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -1 is B. And C is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And there's C. All right, let me go ahead and draw my triangle, okay? I'm hoping this is really easy. All right. So it seems obvious to me, but if it's not, like the test I made, maybe the number's really close and you can't tell, we can always measure, right? So if I want to measure with my ruler, I can say, okay, well, this side is about 6.3. If I wanted to measure, because I think on the test it's not as obvious, not as easy to tell. This is about 4, and this side is about 5.2. Okay. Now that I have my triangle and lengths, list the angles in order from least. So which one's got to be the smallest angle? Which one's the smallest angle? Angle B, because it's opposite the smallest side. So angle B. Then what's the next biggest? Angle C, right? Because it's opposite the next angle C. And then what's the biggest? Angle A. Okay? That should be easy. You guys agree? Isn't it nice to do some easy geometry for a change? Okay? All right, moving this along. So let's compare. Now this is a really easy one. Compare, right? I know that this angle is bigger than this angle, correct? 40 is bigger than 35. Therefore, ST side ST is going to be bigger than side UT. So I'm just going to write this. I'm just going to write that SV is greater than side UT. That's all I have to do. Just compare. This side is bigger than this side. That's all I got to do is compare. SV is bigger than UT because of the angles, okay? Okay, number 9. This is like our warm-up. What do I know? I know that this angle is smaller than 25. I know that 2x minus 1 is less than 25 because 10 is smaller than 12. That's the hinge theorem. So I'm going to go ahead and say that. I'm going to say, okay, I need to write up here. I'm running out of room. So I'm going to go 2x minus 1 is going to be less than 25, okay? And then I'll go plus 1, 22x is less than 26, divided by 2x is less than 13. Okay, but that's only half the problem. We're only halfway done. Because less than 13 could be like negative 100, right? We talked about this again in our warm-up, right? Think about this. If this were x were negative 100, that's less than 13, isn't it? But if this is negative 100, that would make this angle a negative angle. Can't have a negative angle. So I got to make sure this angle is bigger than 0. Because 0, no angle, right? So let's make sure to keep this angle to be bigger than 0. So we'll just set it equal to 0. Okay, we're going to go back to our 2x minus 1. We'll make sure it's greater than 0, and we'll solve for that. We'll go plus 1, the 2x is greater than 1, divide by 2, x is greater than 1/2. So I need both of these. So my value of x is in between 13 and 1/2. Okay, I have a little bit of a worksheet for you to do. I've got a